Hello there my fellow holotable heroes and welcome to another Galactic Challenge video. However, before we get into it, in case you haven't seen it yet, CG did post an update on their forums, just letting us know that they will be making some changes to the reward structure here for Galactic Challenges and Daily Quests. First of all, there will be some make good issued for the issues we had on the day when they released this update, where we couldn't get into the game and stuff. So some nice goodies there, free stuff is always nice, so good on them for doing that. They're also be giving us some extra episode points, it looks like, so again, more rewards for us. And most importantly, they will be adjusting the points we earn by both Galactic Challenges and Daily Quests. So they will be increasing the points from 300 to 350, so that's for your daily stuff that you do, will be getting more points there. And also all the tiers, well, it looks like with the exception of tier 6, will get an increase in points as well in Galactic Challenges. So it looks like after the first challenge we had, they looked at the data and they probably realized they need to give us a little bit more episode points that we can hit the maximum free reward track as they promised. So looks like, guys, we got nothing to worry about. I think we should be fine for the most part when it comes to Galactic Challenge rewards going forward. Now there's also something else I just realized. You know how initially we were like, oh, I can only complete 2 out of 4 feats now if I don't spend money. That's not very good, but actually if you think about it, we need to complete 2 feats instead of 4 and get same reward. So actually, maybe it's not a bad thing, right, for us free to play. Less effort for the same amount of rewards. Sounds good, but I guess it doesn't help that these couple of challenges, like we had Rebel Fighters, we have Tuskens, next one I think is Jawas, are just tough because obviously the factions are very limited. So maybe if they would have started with something easier like Rebels or Galactic Republic or something, we would have been able to digest all these changes a bit easier. But anyways, it doesn't matter at this point. Let's go ahead and look at today's challenge, what we have to do. So we have to win a full squad of Tuskens. So it's just gonna depend how obviously high level your Tuskens are, what tier you will be able to complete. In this one main account, they're all relict, was able to knock out tier 10, and the other account where they're like low gear ish was able to get tier 6 out without much problem, so at least get some sort of rewards. However, even though these are actually 2 feats, it almost feels like there is 1 feat to complete because we need to gain momentum 150 times, and really the only easy way to do this is by using Tuskens. Now there is a way to get it done with old Boba, which I will show you as well in this video. If you do have Boba unlocked and leveled up to some degree, you could get something to work as well. But yeah, for the most part there are 2 feats today, but actually it's only 1 if you really think about it. So anyway, as always, let's look at the modifiers, then show the battles YouTube chapters. You can find them below as per usual. In terms of the feats, so for Bespin, not really much to say about this modifier aside from everybody's accuracy will be reduced, so there'll be a bit more dodging than usual in this battle, which you will see in my playthrough. In terms of player modifier for Tuskens, it's a very fun one, it's a really powerful one. It does a lot of things, but most importantly, the weakest enemy will get ambushed applied on them, and then we can ignore taunts with our Tusken allies to target the ambushed allies. Unfortunately, if they go into stealth, we won't be able to target them, just we can get around the taunt. Which is a nice thing, and of course whenever we do hit them, we are getting extra stacks of momentum. So with Tuskens, if you do have them, you don't have to worry about momentum at all. If not, you can try and do it with old Boba with a team that I'll show you or something, in that similar level. And then for the enemy, luckily nothing on their side in terms of the modifiers that we need to worry about today. So let's look at the battles next. So I'll first kick off with the Boba team. So we've done these similar things like in the past, where you just have to keep everybody alive and let Boba do what Boba does. So essentially, if you don't know from Boba's fat Sign of Django, I just call him old Boba for short, from his unique fat legacy right here. So whenever Boba gains a stack of momentum, he gains a turn meter. That's not important. However, whenever he scores a critical hit, he gains a stack of momentum for 3 turns. So that's why you will want to stall the battle out, keep Boba alive, let him crit over and over again until you get your momentum feat done. So this will be the overall strategy. that we will be doing. That's why bringing in their Jedi Master Luke with Watts, so then Luke is taunting, and then just bringing some sort of allies that can call assists, so you can keep calling Boba's assists on Boba, so you know he gets more hits out there. So that's really basically it. The opening sequence is not gonna be pretty, like Sorty's AoE is quite powerful. Tank tech over on Luke. Boba got killed, but because of Bounty Hunter resolve, he got back up. If you do have lower gear Boba, you could also try restarting until Sorty starts off with a basic instead of her AoE. Also, AoE there from IG can cause some issues, so again, be on the lookout for that. And for the most part now, what we will do, we will take down IG, so we get rid of their AoE, and then as well, we'll just keep hitting their Sorty with ability blocks. Cooldown increases with the Master Luke's ability, just so she can't use her AoE as well. And then I'm just gonna stall the battle. Luckily, stalling here is not very difficult because of the whole VIP mechanics with Sorty, that, you know, whenever we hit Sorty, VIP and herself, they're luckily covering, you know what, health protection or whatever, so getting protection up. So that's basically it. Then we're gonna put weapon tech over on Boba, so he's getting some extra bonus turn meter whenever enemy takes a turn. As you can see, dodges are happening. So first things first, we got rid of the taunts. Let's go ahead and finish off IG there with her Meteora, as well as Shakti. Oh, I was always calling Boba to assist, so he's getting more crits in, more momentum. That's basically it. Let's go ahead, keep increasing cooldown on Sorty with Luke whenever you have opportunity. Med pack over on Shakti, I guess it doesn't matter who you put it on. Apologies, my wife sneezed right in the background. Again, apologies for that. And Master's Training over on Boba, and yeah, he's called to assist as well. So that's basically the whole strategy here. We got things under control. Speeding up the footage. You gotta be careful there not to like land buff immunity with basic from Luke on Sorty too quickly, because then she won't be able to get protection up and you will defeat her then, so you can't stall long enough. So at this point, I'm just down to Sorty, I'm just down to Trip, so no matter what I do not use basic ability with Luke or call Luke to assist with another character onto Sorty, so we don't get buff immunity on her. And then just run the clock down, just, you know, keep calling Boba to assist whenever you can, keep hitting those AoEs when he's got available. And then when you're down to about 2 or 3 minutes, now you're gonna have to use basic from Luke, get that buff immunity locked in on Sorty, so now she can't gain protection up and we'll actually be able to take her down. There we go, no more protection up, we can actually start doing some damage. Let's go ahead, hit an AoE, constantly keep Sorty ability blocked, increasing her cooldown so she doesn't get a chance to unload another AoE, and potentially killing your Boba again. There we go, got Sorty down already. She dropped the buff immunity, so she started healing up again. Let's use basic from Luke, reapply that buff immunity, finishing off Sorty, and now we just have to take down Trip again, just stalling a little bit more, getting last few hits in with Boba, because without feats tracker is like, did I get 150 momentum or not? And you know, with 1 minute to spare, the battle was over and I was able to get it done. So if you do have Boba but not Tuskens, momentum feed is still possible. You just have to put some sort of team that, you know, you can keep Boba alive and then stall long enough that you can get your feed done. If you do have Tuskens, mine are all Relic 5 because of data crowns obviously, so we can use them. Just showing the mods, nothing in terms of specific on mods, but if they're lower gear you may need to like mod them for health and protection just so they can take the opening AoE from Sorty, or keep restarting until Sorty starts off with her basic. Mine were able to just about take it, and from here on out I think things are kind of straightforward. Just keep going after whoever's got ambushed on them, so you keep stacking your momentum, you know, so then the other guys keep getting stunned when they're hitting you and things like that. Sure, let's go ahead and do a buff dispel. There we go. Unfortunately, because of the VIP mechanic there, Trip did go in stealth, so ambush does not allow you to go around stealth, just around the taunt it seems. Let's go ahead, sure, just hit somebody else in the meantime while we are waiting for Trip to come out of stealth. Alright, stuck behind the taunt. Oh, I can actually ignore it. Oh, he's back in stealth again. Alright, he's out of stealth now. Alright, now I'm saving the big hit from Warrior when she's got 15 or more stacks of momentum, so she does massive damage, right? So that's how we're gonna just nuke Trip out. As soon as warrior takes a turn now that she's got more than 15 stacks of momentum, let's go ahead, just knock out trip, down he goes. Let's just go ahead now, yeah, target whoever's got momentum next, and you know, it's a pretty straightforward affair. After you take the opening sequence, these guys are then just constantly stun locking themselves essentially. There we go, taking in another AoE. The second AoE will not hurt as much as the first one anymore, just because I think we get this stacking defense because of the whole momentum thing, right? So shouldn't be too much of a problem. It's just that opening sequence that can get you know, a little bit dicey. But there we go, everything is basically in the bag now. We got IG down, okay, and now just down to Sortie. She's quite beefy, don't you worry, just probably hit autoplay, and eventually all those big hits from warrior, one that dispels buffs, the other one deals massive damage. Eventually warrior can get through Sortie. There we go, one big hit, and down goes Sortie. So this would complete now obviously Tuskens on tier 10 as well as momentum. So this is what I was able to complete in my main account. Obviously forgot to show you last time, yeah, you can go down to tier 2 and use your 3-star Huyang. I'm gonna do this conquest style, right? Just dash in, looking the entire team, because you know they're slow, they're weak, so it's like conquest when you've got Amplify Agony just wiping out the entire team. So yeah, was able to obviously complete this on tier 2 without any problem. With a 3-star Huyang, can't do more, because obviously for the tier 3 you need a 4-star already. So this is where I'm at the moment in my main account with rewards. So looks like milestone number 7. But again, they will be increasing the episodes we are earning, so over, you know, the coming week or so. Or I think they said they will release it when Hera comes out. So I think with Hera, so next week with Huyang will still be the same episode points. But then the week after, when Hera is launched, we will be getting more episode points, which will hopefully allow us, you know, to finally see a bit faster progress for this track for rewards. So this is now the footage from my smaller account. So here, obviously I was not able to get tier 10 done, but just showing you the tier 6, you know, even with like lowish gear Tuskens, it's still doable. We didn't have much of a problem here. There we go. Alright, I do have a relic Uror, I think that's from Jabba farm, I guess, and all the other guys are not quite up there in terms of gear, but you know, no need to stress guys, just you know, do the best that you can. Like in this account I do have Boba unlocked, but you know, didn't gear him up because let's face it, all Boba is not really all that useful in the game for the most part. But if you do have him, you can, you know, try as well on tier 10, do some sort of team similar to what I've shown you there in my main account on tier 10. At least there you can get momentum feed done, and then tier 6 with your Tuskens and tier 2 with your 3-star Huyang. So you know, at least you make some good progress on that episode tracker reward system, whatever they call it. So this on tier 6 looks like IG is actually the weakest, not Trip. Doesn't look like all Zetas here are active on tier 6, so we'll definitely make it easier, I think, to handle this. But at this point, you know, probably could just hit autoplay anyway. But yeah, there we go, just hit autoplay there. I'm like, yeah, we got this on tier 6. So we go, let's gonna go ahead, bomb, chopper goes down. Let's just go ahead, move target over on BB-8 because he's now ambushed. So we can get the extra stuff, stacks of momentum. Going over onto Trip now, hit him once, hit him twice, one more hit, down he goes, and now just down to Sortie. Seems like on tier 10 we'll probably need a big hit at some point here with Warrior, with her special that deals massive damage. Okay, there we go, come on guys, hurry up, let's wrap up this video, come on. Okay, will this be it? Oh my god, will this be the hit? Nah, not quite. That was the buff dispel, I believe, so maybe then her next one will be the one with her massive damage. Come on, Warrior, show us what you got. There we go. Yeah, I did try just for the funs to see how far I can push my Tuskens. So tier 6 completed without you know, really issues with the Tuskens I have here. So I'm like, let's hop over to tier 7 and see, you know, how far we can take this. You can see at least we got some rewards here on tier 6. So not bad at all. And tier 7, yeah, this didn't go well. Some relics on there, some Zetas as well. So check this out. Bye, thank you for playing. And this is where I got on my smaller account here, as you can see. I'm on milestone 6, so one milestone a little bit behind my main account, because obviously no Tuskens, no Rebel Fighters here, so I missed out on, you know, tier 10 couple of feats. But we'll see. It's gonna be a good like comparison, you know, between two accounts. Will they both be able to max out the free track, or at least if you know you can't max out, can you at least get your 16 Omicrons during the episode as we did before? Because that's really the main really reward here when it comes to these challenges. Alright guys, thank you for watching. Hopefully this video was useful and helpful. Let me know in the comments below how you guys are getting on. But until then, have fun, enjoy life, and may the RNG be with you, my friends.